So here we are, Chevrolet Matiz 2009 plate. So previously in another video I replaced the stock front speakers with these lovely little Pioneer units, which sound pretty cool, but we're a bit bored of just playing a couple of CDs as we go on our trips. That's about the maximum we can sort of hold. Radio's a bit crap anyway, probably the aerial connection's not that great, so I want to upgrade to something a bit more modern. So we're going to put in this little Bluetooth capable unit here. There's no CD player in this, but being as we can connect our phones to it, Android and Apple iPhone, should be a bit better. So I've completely amateur here, most basic set of tools, got a screwdriver, got some plastic spudgers somewhere around in there, and oh, there we go, it's the spudger I'm going to use. Came in the spudger kit, looks more like a guitar pick, so we've got to watch the video before on YouTube, just got to get this facey off here, and then we can get access to the screws for the unit here. So let's just see what happens if we start trying to pop this off with the plastic spudgers. Get it in there. Oh yeah, that's coming away. A treat. Try the other side. It's trying hard to do this one-handed whilst I'm holding a phone. Give it a push in there. Oh yeah, it's coming away. So just get a bit mechanical with it. So give it a bit of a yank or a tug. Hopefully don't break any clips. See what happens here. Oh dear. Oh, that's coming. Nice. Just. Oh yeah. There we go. Oh, there we go. Blimey. Came away quite nicely. Now I understand because of these connectors, there's a few connectors on the back, so I'll try and lift this away and get those without scratching up the dash too much. A few metal clips and stuff in there. Hey, let's have a look behind here. Yeah, there's a couple of connectors, so we'll try and disconnect those and remove that bit. So if you just bear with me a second. So I really can't do this one-handed with the phone here. Oh damn. Okay, well actually this connector down here has proven a bit problematic. I don't want to force it or anything. This one here has come out okay from the sort of what do you call it, the mileage reset and the clock controls, but oddly it's a bit odd, that one big thick one there. It's as far as I can tell it's only for the emergency, or what do you call it, the yeah, the emergency lights. Right, okay, I'm gonna just try and put this out of the way and then see if we can remove the screws which are down there. There's a set one there, and I think there's one deeper down in there, and see if we can get that out anyway. Put this in a safe place without trying to scratch up the dashboard as it is. Okay, so I've stowed that up there. Not on top of the stereo, but at least in one of the pipes. Hopefully it won't scratch everything up. I'll try and get these screws out. This is going to be almost impossible to do one-handed, so let's just see what happens. Left-handed as well at that. Let's remove that one. And yep, let's get that out there. Do the rest of it by hand. And well, you get the idea. Let me fast forward, get the other. Oh god, that's difficult to get out. Get the other screws out. There we go. That one there. Look like self tappers. Put them in there for safekeeping. I'll get the others out and fast forward a little bit on the video here. So all four screws safely removed. That's loosened off the whole thing here. So we're just going to slide this out. And oh, I see it separates into two separate units here. Let's just try and get that out without dropping everything everywhere. There we go. Land that on my knee, and we'll take a look at the removing the connector at the back. So we've got a, looks like a aerial connection and the what I hope are standard ISO connections to match the stereo that I've got. We'll see in a minute. So let me just pause and remove those connectors. So there we are. Actually the aerial connector just slipped out of there. Bit of a push on the tab on the side, and not so manly, but anyway, bit of a yank, and that one came out. So that's the rear of the old stereo, and I believe that they're standard ISO connections, and we'll open up this other radio and see what it is. Now there's brackets on the side of these, so my understanding is we need to remove these brackets and mount them on the sides of the other stereo as well. And actually it looks like they've got some strange Torx or star connectors, so I'll have to crack out my Torx connectors and screwdriver set and use those. See you in a minute. So unboxing the stereo here. Let's see what we've got here. Some sort of small adapter and what looks like probably the tools that you'd use to remove the unit when they're clipped in using the Euro style connectors. I'll put those down there. It looks like is that a cable now that's going to go in the back of the radio unit to ISO conversions, and hopefully those are going to be compatible with that there, so I'll have to try and get those sorted out and make sure they're the right around and everything, get the loudspeakers and the controls in the right places. Maybe try comparing the things that I use there before I slide that in. Okay, there's a pouch, maybe for the holding the front of the radio. Let's get the radio itself out. What's in here? Oh, microphone. We'll have to maybe try and fit that and route it somewhere if we're going to use the so-called hands-free telephone system. Not entirely sure about that actually, but we'll see what happens. Pull this radio out. Hard to do with one hand. Bear with. There we go, a bit of fan dangling. Get that out of the box. There's the unit there. You can see, as I say, it's got the standard Euro shell on it, which I don't think is compatible with these brackets we've got on the other one. So I'm going to have to fan dangle those off and see what happens. Let's try and get around to that in a minute. So I'm just going to protect the front of this. I'm going to flip it out of its holder and put this into that little bag for storage, or actually muck around with the fascia and stuff here. Put that out of the way to stop it from getting damaged for now. Put it into this little bag. There we go, just set that to one side. I don't want to get this damaged, and I believe to get these sides off here, again this is going to be almost near impossible with one hand. Let's see if we can balance it up there somewhere on the steering wheel. Put my legs together, there we go, and see if we can slide these off. Not entirely sure what we'll do with the fascia of it actually, or which direction this goes. I guess it slides off to the back, so can I lift those clips up? Oh, he says it's quite springy. Get the nope. Maybe put them under there. Aha, there we go. And can we? I'm going to have to do this two-handed. Sorry, folks. Bear with me, and I'll show you what it's like when they're slid up. I think you get the idea. So yeah, that was a two-handed operation. Just lifted the things up with clips and slide this backwards now, and hopefully the whole thing will come off. Yeah, this is going to look rubbish, isn't it, on the screen? Oh, there we go. Rinse that off there, and there we go. So probably keep this in case we ever need to remove or resell the unit at some point. Fit it to a different car. Put that over there. And next I'm going to have to try and remove these two brackets and retrofit them on the sides here. We'll see what happens. I believe that another video might have to bash the holders a little bit flat as well, but we'll see how we get on with that. Let me try and go and find the right screwdriver and try and remove these. Okay, right, went and hunted out my set of Torx bits here. Happen to be security Torx as well, but that doesn't really matter. So gonna try and get these removed and then see if there's any way that pattern matches in there and will fit into there. well, those holes all have big dimples in them as well, so I'm hoping when it goes on that two of those will somehow match that, or maybe I have to try and find some other screws or something. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Bye. Okay folks, yep, I found the right, had to go and get my trusty Torx heads here. I can't remember now, there's a number, a T25 and a T20 to remove the brackets from the original stereo, and as mentioned, had to get a little bit agricultural with the brackets themselves. I had to turn these over and hammer these dimples flat, and probably shouldn't have hammered the sort of support for that one. This one here definitely need hammering flat, and similarly on the other side there was a massive sort of a dimple here. You can see brackets not actually the straightest in the world now, and also now these screws had to be almost forced to self-tap into the appropriate hole there, and although there wasn't actually a proper screw hole, you can see it looks a little bit agricultural, but a lot of pressure on the screw itself and pushing down, and it kind of made its way through the hole, and it's actually a little square hole below that. It's not a proper screw point, but it's held on rigidly enough. I daren't tighten those up anymore for fear of damaging the actual unit or the brackets, but they're certainly very sturdy enough. Yeah, there's a bit of a bend on them, but I think this will slot back in quite nicely. You can sort of test fit it at the moment. We've got the cables there in the way. Let's just see what happens if I slide that in. Oh yeah, it's going in okay there. Oops, this is the thing. Yeah, I think that lines up quite nicely back with the original holes, so that should fit in nicely. So next up is whoops, so try and put that back without falling down on us, is to test this all out. Gonna connect it all up. So these have to obviously go in the back of here, and as I recall, we got this adapter here. Now I can see here quite clearly there's these are the standard ISO connectors, and we can see that the top one has a sort of slot in the middle, bottom one has a slot slightly lower down, and that really will align up with that there, standard ISO. And actually, if we look on top of the original radio, there's a pretty good diagram showing the layout of those as well. They're definitely standard ISO connectors. So let's see what happens. We should just be able to plug these into each other. Plug that one on there. Oh, clicks in. That one on there. Clicks in. Yeah, that's good. And right, a bit of finagling with the phone here, but let's see if we can get this jimmied into the back of the Wi-Fi now, or the hi-fi. Let's put that up there with that. Sorry, this is really bad actually. No, I don't want to drop that, so let me just connect it all up and then I'll show you. There we go. Sorry, slotted it back in. Let's turn the ignition on. The car, it's on. Battery's charging on the car. Oh my god, it's powered up. Language, yes. Okay, let's see now. I think assume that turns. Yep. English. Do we click this? Yep. 12 PM. What's the time? 17:45. Let's make it 5. 45 PM. Not sure what FM step is. And quit. Yes. Oh, that's fancy looking. Start demo. Let's see. Pioneer. I wonder if we're going to get any sound, or if it's just a graphical demo. Demo off from system menu. App control. USB Bluetooth. advanced smartphone experience. Ha. Oh, Smart Sync. I wonder if it would just work with the Android standard apps that I normally use. Well, it's turned on anyway. I'm just going to have a fiddle around now to see if I can get it working in any shape or form. Get the radio working maybe even. Not really that interested in all the text message reading and stuff. Spotify we don't really use. Radio. iPhone as well, so that should please my son. He uses the iPhone. I use the Android device here I'm recording this on. Anyway, let's see what happens if it plays back. It plays back FLAC there, and that's what I normally stream, which is good. Karaoke with microphone? No, I don't think so. Right. Ooh, flashing. There we go. Okay, here we are. So actually, had a little bit of a play around. I've managed to put this onto Bluetooth audio, and we'll try and connect my app to it now. So, oh dear, it just seems I can't record while it's playing the Bluetooth at the same time. Pauses it, so maybe have to do it with another phone. But anyway, had it playing YouTube audio fine a moment ago. Video stops when I try to play that, and vice versa. So anyway, it's all in there. I'm going to screw this all back up now. Put the fascia back on. Shouldn't be a problem. It's all honky-dory. Great little install. Works fine. So I've screwed all the screws back in, including the really deep ones there. Putting the plastic thing back on the bottom as well. Now to replace the fascia, I've plugged the cables back in here. Don't forget those. We'll try and just gently squeeze those cables in there without getting them trapped. Oh, need to get that out of the way there. This just slots in the top. There we go. And I think we'll just give it a bit of a, oh there we go, give it a good old push all the way in. There. That was easy enough. As I say, unfortunately I can't video at the same time as playing the Bluetooth music. Don't want to play any radio or anything. It's also lashing it down rain now. But I can actually tell you this was such an excellent little device. I'm going to listen to some music and take it for a little drive as well. Speak soon. Bye. So, just pause the music for a second or two so you can hear what I'm saying. So, this is just a quick example of the newly fitted Pioneer stereo. Playing a bit of music from the YouTube stock. And this is played through also the Pioneer speakers that were fitted some time ago. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, really good. Played through Bluetooth. Haven't really, I have got the radio to connect, haven't tuned it in, and I haven't really tried any other input media. Have discovered though that the phone itself doesn't work yet, or at least it will answer calls on Bluetooth, but it actually requires the yet to be fitted, where is it, microphone. So even though we've got Bluetooth connected, for the phone audio to work I'm going to have to basically plug this microphone in and fit it somewhere. Sounds it, which is a bit of an annoyance, but there we go. Anyway, let's just try another tune, see what it sounds like. There we go. Bit more of a funky one here. These are just YouTube tunes, so they shouldn't hit any content matches. Yeah, really pleased. Just demonstrate then also, I'll pause that, and so over here we have a source button which we can change to the radio, not tuned in. There's a Bluetooth app you can download, but I haven't bothered with that. I just use the normal, got aux in, and then you just got standard Bluetooth audio, which is what I use. I just connect both the, tried it both Android and the iPhone, and it just seems to work fine. And also shared between different devices actually, because my son often plays his own music in place of me. Anyway, listen to a bit more of this, and then I'll do the thing for this. A bit of volume, let's turn it up a bit. Yeah. Haven't really fiddled around that much, but I think there's if we go into these menus here, oh, maybe not whilst it's actually playing anything, maybe not. I've got to work my way around this thing yet. It displays the Bluetooth track names, which are quite good as well when it can. Clock, what's that? I see. Oh look, little spectrum analyzer. Device info is connected. Track info, there we go, we'll leave it on track info. Very good.